So, as we return, there's one man with a chiseled jaw, very closely cropped beard, and a bandana with torn ends swaying dramatically in the wind. He's standing atop a turned over burning vedette tank. The camera helicopters around to see him speaking with 20 Mechwarriors and a number of tankers and at least 6 pilots. And he says, "All of us today are immortal warriors. We've served together in this company of immortal warriors." And everybody's like nodding and they're like, yes, yes. "We fought back against the barbarians beyond the periphery, and we've won without losing a single one of us, except Jenkins." And everybody like holds their fist up and puts their head down in respect for Jenkins. "He was the best of us. But there's something I haven't been telling all of you. In order to come back, in order to lead this unit, I, the first immortal warrior, had to make a deal." Suddenly there's an enormous boom of thunder, and then lightning flashes, and there's a skull-faced Atlas standing behind the man. Then there's a second boom of thunder and a flash of lightning, and the Phantom Mechwarrior is standing behind him. This is the Ghost Rider of the Mechwarrior universe.
Right.
And he's just like, "It's time, immortal warrior. It's time to pay your debt. You're coming with me." And then there's a third roar of thunder and a lightning flash, and all of them are gone. And the unit of immortal warriors is looking around like, "No!" And then the immortal warrior theme song, like, do plays. A black screen comes down and says, "The immortal warrior will return in Phantom Mechwarrior 2 Desperate Struggle." And like all of these social media posts are just like, "Oh my gosh, interconnected universe, best crossover event ever." As that's happening, someone flips it off. It's Heavy 7 in his cockpit as you guys are like rushing towards the battlefield. As local news reports of a
Netflix while
Yeah. I'll record my reaction video later.
Yeah, exactly. As you rush towards the battlefield, there are local news reports of in a planetary invasion by pirate raiders, supposedly from the K-Pirate faction of the Greater Valkyrit. Hans, you at long-range radar begin picking up signatures of heavy and assault mechs approaching you from 2 different directions, and you're trapped in a marshy bog in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
Murder 6, you get a comms from Agent in Charge Goldstag, who's like, "All right, you need to approach the target carefully and gain his trust."
Wait, which gold stag is this?
Agent in Charge.
I don't have time for these shenanigans, Captain. This is a combat situation. You cut the shit, or we're cutting you.
Is it just Harridan that she is voice?
What is her rank? Is it just special agent?
She's the liaison officer for the intelligence.
But does she have a Lyran rank though?
Agent.
Agent. Okay.
Is it just her and Harridan's in this call, or we also did? We also
Yeah, it's a direct call.
Oh, okay.
Goldstag, you get a private request from Goldstag.
Yeah, I answer it.
Warrant Officer Goldstag,
Yes, Jade Doe.
please maintain appropriate codename calm discipline, Warrant Officer. I would like to remind you that Battlemech does not belong to you. That belongs to your unit. And while you might have a history of taking family Battlemechs out and destroying them, your company does not have that prerogative. So if you could keep it intact, we would appreciate it back at the command center.
I'll do my very best.
Like
And
Bandy, you're waiting. It's like, what's going on? Just with like a Rubik's cube, just trying to.
Any
like-
information you wish me to pass on to?
She cuts the comms.
Uh,
What is her call sign? Like what
Gold
was
stag.
Stag.
Gold stag.
Her call sign is Gold Stag.
Yes.
Okay.
the one I'm using for her is Jade Doe because that's her old one, and I like pissing her off.
Supposed to settle things with her, not piss her off. Piss her off is my thing, and it's Heavy Seven's thing.
She's my sister. I'm allowed
Can we
to.
not piss off our boss
Right now, she's
while
not.
we're in debt?
I think she's great, and I'm gonna be super nice to her always.
The hell's
Didn't
going on?
you literally turn her room to 103?
I made
Hey,
it smell
these
like
are the
hot
words that
dog.
come out of my mouth. They're not the actions that I take. Okay.
They
might
be listening.
Let's go ahead and have you guys place on the battlefield. The enemy has already placed because you won initiative. Their mechs are in ascending weight order and followed by a wheeled Hetzer urban assault vehicle. And they have a 5 set of Condor hover tanks coming the south way in order to get a brace around
Oh, you
Merlin.
have to turn off.
Excellent.
Do we
Where? How far can we go ahead?
3 hexes.
Just 3 hexes still.
Yep.
Okay.
Do we have access to our artillery?
No. Your artillery and aerospace assets are intentionally being withheld to cover your story that you're on the outs with your mercenary unit.
Gotcha.
All right. I see how this is. Gotta turn off grid.
3 hexos.
I need here.
All right.
Are we gonna try and line ourselves up like we're a professional organization here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm going the fastest way I can get to the point I'm after,
Same here.
I don't
Would
really
have
want to.
been-
Grid off.
which would have been there, but yeah. Oh yeah, you have to turn grid off.
1, 2, 3.
It's gonna take me like 4 turns to get to the point where I want, but that's fine.
All right. Let's roll tactics. Oof,
All right, that's
jeez. All right. Yeah, I got fucking 3 on the roll. You would literally need to hit double ones to fail. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be going first.
Well-
I move 2 units for every 1 unit. Hans, I know it took us like 2.5 hours to get here, but you have units approaching from 2 sides of you. There's like 20 people coming at you right now.
So you said I'm
Water
stuck
sensor?
in the mud?
Well, I mean, obviously this area is kind of, marshy and such. You have a Battlemech and it has jump jets. Nothing is going to hold you down here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the terrain is not the best for fighting here.
Mm-hmm. All right. In terms of information that I have readily available to myself right now, what do I know about the impending forces from either side?
You definitely know that one band is the K Pirates, right? You just have no idea the identity of the other group.
Can we see them on our sensors?
Yes, you can see each other on sensors.
Can I try? What's the word I'm looking for?
A hailing
Hailing.
frequency?
Hailing frequency.
Yeah, alright, you get an incoming call from one of the groups.
Is there some sort of like hold that I can put these people in?
Yeah.
Some cheesy elevator music.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happens. You call, it immediately picks up, and the national anthem for the Illyrian
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth starts playing. But it's like it's all crackly and middly and stuff like that, like as you'd imagine normal
You're
hold music.
purposely messing
You
up
you
the frequency.
reformatted all the way back to MIDI.
It's like a MIDI file. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It sounds like a Nintendo game.
It's almost like someone like slapped it together for me to use instead of actually giving me something professional, right?
It's the Commonwealth national anthem.
And then you get like some sort of like maybe like pre-recorded female voice that's just like, thank you for contacting the Freeman Company of the Illyrian government, ultra nationalist conservative party. you have been placed in hold from an unusual amount of call volume. Please
Your
hold
call
while
will be
we.
answered in the order that it's received.
Now,
Your call will be answered after we can verify your information.
you wanted to go check and make sure you can figure out who these people are. Go ahead and roll 2d6. We'll make a computer's roll for you at a 4.
Do I just hit this button up the top?
Yes,
here,
you
the
do.
dice roll?
You hit that button, and the dice will
It's
roll.
gonna be a second.
Yeah, there's
Dang.
plenty of social media posts about these people approaching you. Their mechs are quite known. Reverse image lookup comes back very quickly. They're members of a mercenary company called Crow's Black. They've recently taken up residence on the planet. Their company owner is the new countess for the continent that you live on. They're supposedly like a new all-Lyran fighting force that's arriving.
Okay.
Technically, they should be on the defense side of this battle. They're probably the good guys.
So you mentioned to me that I'm not sure how much I can actually say out loud. But you mentioned to me a couple of things about my allegiances and stuff like that.
I mean, you're like a backwoods militiaman on the Texas border, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're probably... It would not be inappropriate for you to wave these guys down and be like, "Come on, boys, I found the foreigners."
Okay.
Sorry for that. That depiction, Rad. That entirely accurate
Guy on his
depiction.
four-wheeler with a shotgun, and we're the Stadies.
Exactly.
So he's like a sovereign citizen, basically.
Yes, exactly. Sovereign citizen is a perfect description for the company of Freeman.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right then. Who was the one that called me?
It was me.
Okay.
Oh God, why did that
What
happen?
is Pondo, what is your
I was
bandito?
doing it, so I was like, all right.
Okay. So do I see, like, what type of information do I receive when people hail me? Do I get a call sign? Like, what do I get?
Yeah, you get like the company identifier, identifying them as Crow's Black. You get their mech designator, and mech type. So he's in a Devastator. It's the largest assault mech ever created.
I don't know, but I think King Crab is probably larger.
The King Crab is an ancient and legendary myth that few have ever heard of, and fewer
It's the
still will
largest
see.
assembly line modern, like in production.
Yep.
And,
It's certainly better armed and armored than a King Crab.
Motorbike equivalent, it would be the Rocket 3000.
all right. So I pick up, but is it like face cams? Like, what is it?
If you want to, I mean, it's just like Zoom, right? If you want to do video or if you want to do
I
face.
probably did
I do-
but you can probably mute your own video.
I only do audio specifically.
Oh, okay. Well, I have video on it.
Um,
You probably come back. It was like, at this point, I was like doing like ball in a cup or something. Like, oh
Mhm.
shit. Oh, hey.
So, you have reached Straussman. What is it that you want? Why are you calling me?
We're currently,
And what is your purpose for being here on this field?
we're currently on patrol. We saw multiple units coming in from this direction. Coming in to deal with said people. Do note we are low on ammunition, so if you would like assistance, please come to our direction.
You seem to misunderstand the
I sent a
situation
text
here.
message to Bandito. Thank you so much for sharing our tactical information with an unknown.
You seem to misunderstand the information here. Devastator class. Let me just state this. The enemy is, in fact, foreigners, and I am protecting our sovereign land, and I suggest that you either ship up and you come and help me, or you get out of my way.
All right, here's the thing.
I hang up.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, this is normal. Yeah.
That could not have gone better.
Technically, it actually did go pretty well.
That was, sir, that was the guy that we're trying to.
Yes, I know, but you just transmitted information about our current loadouts, or should I say lack thereof, over an open channel with enemy.
Yeah, I like the idea that as you're saying that to him, it cuts to me, and I'm just like, Doomskov.
It was on a closed channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that all of these mechs have like electronic warfare circuits.
There's closed and then there's closed.
Yeah.
I meant to be it for like closed. Like,
Yeah, I mean, as private as you're gonna make it, you don't have like a direct channel to the other mech, so someone's
fair.
gonna pick it up.
I got distracted. What did he say that was tactical information about our loadouts?
Half
That we
ammo.
only had half ammo.
Oh, they only had half ammo. Okay, all right.
If I had known that, I probably would have said, it's fine. It's whatever.
God damn it, Bandito.
Nah, I don't care.
Look, Bandito, it's a bunch of cooks.
What?
Go get them.
What are you talking about?
Oh wait,
That's a meta reference, yeah.
All right, it's our turn to move. Or you haven't moved. Yet?
No, I'm going first. I just wanted to make sure
Okay.
you guys were up on the situation. And of course, for this battle, Straussman is on your side. So
Excellent.
I need to round down for ammo.
I am going to make a note saying that not secure lines are not as secure as possible. Okay.
So the Lyrans hired these pirates for us to shoot the shit out of?
Yes.
Essentially, yes.
Do the pirates know that?
No.
No.
Okay.
Of course not.
I'm so glad I decided to be
Do
a
you
city.
think they're getting paid to do what they do best?
I definitely chose the right country to be a citizen of.
That's right. These all need to be facing a direction.
So
Well,
Arthur, I have a couple of questions. Am I
Yes.
surrounded by like am I post combat with another group? Like, why am I out here by myself?
you're fleeing from, this incredibly large group that's coming towards you.
Okay, so I was with the rest of my squadron.
Yes, and you've been separated.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, Hans, your good old Merlin sensors begin picking up a squadron of Condor hover tanks, like bursting towards you at high speed. You guys are up. You have to pick one person to move.
I'll move.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All
Can
right.
you run? Oh wait, that was your
6,
run.
7,
Okay.
8,
Yep, I am a slow assault mech.
10, 11, 12, 5, 6, 8.
Wait, why are you going to that? Oh wait, you're doing range. Okay.
Nope, too far. Okay.
Look at them quick little tanks.
They could just get a little closer.
I think these are all 4s, right? They're
But not
moving.
too close.
They're moving 12 hexes. Can anyone confirm that's a +4?
It should be +4. I will confirm real quick. It is shit. This is cheat. It is indeed +4.
Excellent.
10 to 17 is +4.
You guys are up.
Move fast.
I can't shoot it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I'll move next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't go any further because there's a giant 100-ton mech in my way.
You're welcome.
I don't know why you guys had the slowest, largest mech go in front, but that's
Because
I
Bandito
call
stole
dibs.
my spot while I was trying to undo the link to grid or whatever.
I called dibs on that spot, all right?
Bullshit, I was already on that spot.
I've been counting from that spot the entire time.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You didn't call dibs on it though.
Okay, this is not working.
Are you turning the grid snap on?
Right click and go to.
The grid is wonky.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
don't turn
that's
it on? Okay.
Don't
No.
And this ostrich.
Yeah, it puts you in the middle of three of the hexes.
7, 8. Actually, pretty good for its size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's as far as it can go. 3 hexes on a run, which is a +1.
I'm gonna relog into the game. All the dice are green for me for some reason.
Yeah, same. Did you have
They
the
have, like,
indicators on
water
top of them? And I did try and put them all into individual piles. So like
Oh, they're not supposed to all be green?
No.
the small amount is walk.
Oh, they're different colors now. Someone changed them.
They're
There we go.
labeled.
You guys are
It's
up.
starting to change. Okay, do you want to move, Rad, or do you want me to
Yeah, I'll
move?
move. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jump, I'm guessing.
There. There. There.
You on grid?
What is happening? Whatever somebody is doing needs to stop. I can do it. I'm an adult.
Are you?
Well, not according to my wife, but most other people.
Oh man. Self-burn.
Pretty sure the modifiers don't matter at this instance because
No, I don't think so either. I'm just trying to form good habits.
It's fair.
Okay.
I'm really the only one that can make a shot, but I can't because you're just a little bit too far.
Moslotl and a quick draw.
I did. Okay.
Moslotl is 8. The quick draw is 8 with 5 jump and probably a minute jump. Or that's as far as you're going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
Do they
making
fail
a
the
jump
jump?
check. Ooh, Jesus. He actually did fail the jump check. I'm gonna go ahead and burn an edge to just go ahead and not fail that. So
You burn all the edge you'd like.
yeah, great. All of you watch on your sensors as in live time this quick draw rises in the air. You know, it's like 60 tons. It's pretty weighty for a jump jetty mech, and all its friends are like running below it, and it's sailing through the air, and then it like comes down and hits like 6 trees landing, and now there's coconuts everywhere.
So he makes a jump.
It lands and it like whoa, 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 and almost goes down, but he like grabs a coconut tree that like anchors him in position as he rights his mech back up.
Coconut tree just snaps because it's just.
It would have been funny if it was a freaking engine sputter and he almost flat himself into the ground.
You all are up.
Alright, I'll move them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a run of a 2,
That's 6 for you.
6, 1.
1, 2 to turn. 3, 4 to turn. 5 to where you are is 6.
Oops.
I can still run 6 anyway.
Yep, you're still good though.
What is my facing with this paper thing?
The direction that is readable for the tag above it.
Where are
So this way.
So okay, so whatever the direction of the text is, yeah.
Yes. So it
Okay.
should currently be readable from straight down.
Okay, gotcha.
Where
Mhm.
are the torso twist markers? That's the question.
I moved 4
Up here.
hexes. 1, 2.
That's a +1.
Yeah, I moved 4 hexes, so that's a +2.
That's +1.
It's +1.
Oh.
And then this thing is going to charge across the bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys are up.
Who's left to move?
Just Hans.
Hans Strausser.
Oh,
Hans, you're a madman. You want to just get in there and mix it up?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But like what is like also
Immediately get shot by the entire enemy team and die in the first round.
yeah.
Not the entire team, just most of the team.
So this is mostly a question for Arthur. Like you mentioned in the bio that, you know, when people were doing research and backstory on me, that I would go around and I would show go to events and show how this works, like the fist and stuff like
Yeah.
that, right? That I use to punch.
Yeah,
and
you're
stuff.
like a mech wrestler.
So I have a pretty good idea of how to like conduct myself in combat when dealing with overwhelming forces, but still to put myself in a situation where that works. So maybe you can give me a little bit of an understanding of like maybe a solution that I would be appropriate here. Like, should I be ambushing them when they come around a corner? Like, is that even possible in this game to do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like, somewhere over here, you could probably get a
Yeah.
shot on a couple of people without taking too many shots back.
Mm-hmm.
Punching vehicles is going to be really tough because you can't do it. You'd have to step on them.
Oh, because they're significantly
Because they're
smaller
so
than me?
much smaller. Yeah, they only go up
yeah,
to your
they're
foot height.
so lower.
Okay, the pictures really make it seem that they're the.
I know,
they're
they seem like they're really big. They are not that size.
I can't look at the game to get back into it.
Oh,
You can just join on friends.
Yeah,
like
I'm on
that.
my friends list,
No,
and
you
I'm not
can't.
invisible. My goodness.
They've changed it that they can do that now.
I've sent you an invite. How about that?
So I
Um,
recommend that you don't want to just pounce in there and try to get one. I don't think you can.
Yeah, but you're also not, nationalist and like.
we're citizens. That's so
And also, you're saying this because you want me to do the things that help you guys out. So,
we're also wanting the thing to do the
I'm
things
also
that
trying to help you out
survive.
as someone who's trying to help. Someone.
I'm playing a character in Arthur's world. You're playing characters that you control in Arthur's world. That's the difference here. So, what would Hans Straussman do? He would rob the tower, but make it look like it's a that they're taking people hostage. But actually, he's there to steal money.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a terrorist act. They're just pretending to be terrorists.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So your Hans Straussman is literally the bad guy from Die Hard. Got it.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Just with the body of freaking BJ Blazkowicz.
Sid, how are we doing?
Nope.
Restarting Tabletop Simulator didn't help.
Nope. I already re-verified the game files. Close
Alright.
Steam out.
All right. So I can move 4 spaces. Yeah. 3 spaces with a walk. Yes.
4
4
with a
spaces.
walk,
Run
6
6.
with a run, and 4 with a jump.
How do I use the ruler in this? There we go.
Hold tab.
Ideally, you want to jump.
It's the hexes.
Now, if you physically you can get to at least that hex there or that hex there.
So why would I want to go up there though? Because then
That'd be
Are
a-
you wanting to get closer to them or?
I mean, I can shoot from here and still have some sort of cover from these guys.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, like, is it literally line of sight? Like, is it like that sort of thing?
No, it can be
Um,
from
Or is
corner
it?
defend.
Yeah, like from right here, you'd be in a pretty good position to hit like 3
So
people.
1, 2, 3, and then turn would be.
You could jump there
4 or 5.
too, which
Yep.
would be a straight 4. And then
Yeah,
just
jumping
eight.
is a pretty good plan in this situation because when you, it would make it super hard to hit though. But it would also make you hard to hit.
So AP if you had to walk through these water hexes?
They're just
Yeah.
regular height water hexes. They do not
You-
impede you.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
only
could
when
run
you have
there?
negatives. Is when
You
they-
could, but so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That'd be running. Running is the same. Wait, actually, running
No, it
isn't
wouldn't
the
be.
same as.
If you
jumping.
jumped, you'd get a modifier of 2 to hit you, plus
Mhm.
3s and all that stuff. If you just walked or ran, it would only give you a 1 modifier. But
Yeah, jumping is the plus.
So the question
of
is, do you want to be
yeah.
easier to hit and easier to shoot outwardly, or do you want to be harder to hit but make it harder to shoot with?
Well, right now, my lead in distance is not going to help because of these hover tanks. So I want to take out as many of these hover tanks as I can get. But I think what I'll do is I'll do the jump jet and get that
Okay.
stuff.
All right.
Can I can choose mine facing when I do the jump jet.
Yes,
yeah?
you can.
yes.
Yeah, I'm getting a client timeout when I try to join the game, and you're in. The
Yeah,
game as
I'm gonna save the session right here, and then I'm gonna just restart Tabletop Simulator. So we'll all need to rejoin in a minute.
Yay.
Overwrite.
Can I shoot and move at the same time, or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we gotta restart real
Well,
quick.
you move then shoot, but it all happens in the same turn. Or flare's sake.
I think luckily for you is that none of those other mechs really have anything to shoot you.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
have, plus they don't have line of sight. Pretty
no.
much.
That was my biggest.
Yeah, it's only
they
the
just keep the
hover
line of
tanks that have line of sight on you.
Your other problem is that all those hover tanks are going to be able to shoot you.
So, what are those
Yeah.
hover tanks called again? Battle.
And they're going to be really hard to shoot. That's the other thing, because they have a modifier of 4.
Hey man,
What's-
you've never seen my dice rolls before. So I have this
What's
thing called
what,
I have
what,
this thing called Traeger luck.
what did AP say your gunnery is?
1,000,000.
No, he's a 2-3.
Okay, that'd be terrible.
He's a 2-3.
Yeah, a million would actually be super bad.
Fine, minus 1,000,000.
There you go.
Negative infinity. I'm double negative infinity.
AP, are they the base Condor hover tanks? Can we
Yes.
tell that?
Yep.
So they're the one that's on the wiki.
So you're a
Uh,
2-3.
Really base ones.
You're a 2-3.
Point join back yet or not?
I'm still loading in.
Okay.
Yes, you
So you're
can. You
2-3.
can join in. It's just going to be super laggy until I'm loaded in.
You essentially start at 2-3. You jump, so you add 3 to your bonus. So you start. Yeah, got to get a 5 at that point. But they ran to get a 4 modifier, so then you're up at 9. I think you're at medium range for pretty much most of your stuff. So you'd have to get a
So
11
On
we
2d6.
on a 2d6.
I can do that.
So we know they have one autocannon, an AC5, 2 medium lasers, and a machine gun. Or are these more upgraded variants?
They are the base variant, as I've said
Yeah.
3 times.
They're
Okay,
the pirate variant, as in they got what they got, which is probably just the base.
yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Just sure.
Yeah, I think they're all. What do you
So
got?
they just have an AC5, 2 medium lasers, and a machine gun.
Oh, you have a PPC, so actually it's probably short range. Okay. You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay,
We got everybody back in.
I'm in.
Maybe.
I'm in.
Yes.
All right, so you're at short range with your PPC, and you're at medium range with your medium lasers. You can't hit with your flamer or your machine guns yet.
1,
You
2,
could try with the LRM-5, but I don't think it'd be worth it at this point.
All right, so I'm shooting first. Actually, I fire all of my weapons before you do. Not that it matters, but I did lose initiative. So
I've got like 3 trees in the way, So like,
you got 1 tree in the way.
I see 3 actually. So
It
3
depends on
trees
what
in that
you're
one
thinking.
hex.
3
trees.
is
Look,
one.
they're big trees. They're like 60-pound trees.
So we
okay?
started at 3. Their flank speed brings them up to 5. Your jump brings them up to 7. Your trees brings them up to 8.
Do they get a bonus for cover there?
People talking to me about Laplace transforms? Get out of here, people. I fucking did 48 fast transforms. I'm an electrical engineer.
Could I get a
FFT.
cover bonus for that?
Okay, so you
I've
got
been playing with Transformers since I was a kid. Recognize.
it's 8 to hit, and that's at short range. So the autocannon will be shooting at an 8, and the medium lasers will be shooting at a 10. And I'm shooting with this tank first. So 8.
AP could the cliff right there count as cover?
No, because he's shooting around it.
Okay.
Yeah, like bend the bullet style, you know?
No. Okay, so
Yeah.
your left arm is going to take 5 points of damage, Dave.
Not the right arm though.
Not the right arm, left arm. So we've got your sheet right here. I think you should be able to just hit the -5 on the left arm.
Mm-hmm.
Medium lasers shooting for 10s. No. And Yes. Right torso takes 5 points of damage.
Oh man, I have 2 torsos?
You have 3 torsos. Left, right, center.
Yeah.
Okay, second tank has the same to shoot you, but
Wait,
with
how much torso damage do I take, sir?
5.
To which torso?
The other 2 tanks are going to shoot at 10, 12, 12. That's miss. 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 All right. So here's what happens. You sense the incoming enemies, and you jump jet sailing through the air. When you land,
Like a golden eagle.
like a majestic golden eagle, the flames of your passing as you land glass the sands around you. You sparkle brilliantly in the sunlight, and then you get hit by an autocannon round, and then dozens more as depleted uranium rounds start slamming all over your mech. Then you take a hit from a medium laser as well. But then there's a hailstorm, like hundreds of bullets are flying through the area around you, and the only thing saving you is all of these palm trees in the area are just exploding and giving their lives for you.
Yeah.
There's coconut juice majestically sailing through the air as these fragments are just going in all directions. You are up. Who do you want to shoot at? What do you want to shoot? And how do you want to do it?
Look, man. Blitzkrieg. Let's go. No. Let's shoot. The idea here is that I want to show them that even though I'm outnumbered, right? Even though they have hover tanks, and even though they think that they got me on the run, what they don't realize is you can crush a man's mech, but you can't crush a man's spirit, right? I'm going to show them that spirit, Arthur. I show them a spirit by shooting my guns. Now, I'm not entirely familiar with the weapon variations.
So, a PPC is pretty much your long-range thing. The way I mapped it out is that you start at 2, you jump, so it made it a 5. They have a modifier of 4 because they went that far, so you're at a 9 for short range. You also have a tree in your way, which makes it a 10. So right now you have.
It's gonna be almost impossible for you to hit. Basically,
You can potentially hit with.
I have a little faith, Sid. Damn.
So at short range you need a 10, so you can get short range with the PPC, and medium lasers you need a 12 on both of them.
But the medium. Okay. Maybe maybe I don't know how to read this sheet, but a smaller number is bad.
Small. That's your
medium
ranges right there. There's no range.
I get that, but I'm looking at there. For PPC, it says the medium distance is 6, but for the medium lasers, it's 3.
Yes.
So would it be easier to shoot the medium lasers?
No, that's how that distance is. So short range is that within that amount of hexes,
I
you don't
see.
get any modifiers.
yeah, for PPC, short range is 6 or fewer hexes away is considered short range, down to the minimum range, which is 3.
Yeah, I get you now.
The closest guy to you is about 5 hexes away. So your short range for the PPC, you're within minimum range of LRM, so you get a negative modifier. So
Don't even bother firing those.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a PPC. I don't know.
Just PPC. Okay.
I mean, wait, I can shoot more than one thing? 'Cause
Yeah,
if I
you
can
can
do-
shoot as much as you want.
You can do your PPC in both medium lasers. I wouldn't recommend it because you'll probably overheat. Actually, no, you might be.
10,
Dissipation's 18.
16. Yeah,
You
he's
jump
fine.
for 4, so it started 4. So
So you could fire the PPC in 2 medium lasers and not build any heat.
Okay.
You're heat neutral with your jump.
Now,
are you sure?
let me ask you.
Build 2 heat.
Let me ask you a
build
question.
two-
Alpha.
No, he'll build 1 heat.
Yep.
In terms of like role-playing games, how much can I role-play this role-playing game? Like if I wanted to say, I don't know, light a huge fire with my flamethrower to make smoke so that it's harder for people to.
You can
spot
do
me
that,
or-
but that'll destroy the woods, and so they won't count as cover in the next rounds.
But in terms of targeting and stuff like that, does that?
Yeah,
give me
you can
an
do that.
advantage?
Literally no one has done that yet, but you can definitely do it. Doing that, however, will require you to split your fire and will give you a +1 difficulty on all of your shots.
It's a short range.
Well, the
weapon.
idea here is that I want to create as much advantage for myself as
Yeah,
possible.
I get it.
Like come out of the smoke and punch a man in the face sort of style, right? So, if it means that it's harder for them to acquire me, like, well, what's the difference here between like physically like acquiring someone and then like also cover? Like, what's the difference there?
I don't know what you mean by physically acquiring.
Like actually being able to get a target on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, smoke cover is going to be good. If there's smoke, they won't be able to see you, but unfortunately your mech's tall enough that they can... Oh no, the trees are there. They'd still be able to see you, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's not a huge amount of purpose in setting it on fire except to intimidate the shit out of people.
It's like, he should be shooting us, but he's destroying the cover.
I mean, I don't know about you, but when I'm charging headlong towards somebody and a massive fire erupts right in front of them, I don't keep charging directly towards them. I think,
That
God,
man is
maybe if I
crazy.
get close to that guy, I'll get fucking lit up.
Especially the tanks, because they're kind of crappy with freaking fire. And
Gosh, I can't wait for Goldsag to just die to the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm going to
They were crappy, right? You know.
All right, let's just shoot the PPC. Let's do that.
All right, what was the number you need to shoot with?
Those fuckers.
He needs an 11. Are you going to try to burn down the woods, splitting your target?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you need to get a 10 with the PPC and the
All right.
12s with lasers.
PPC.
Oof, gosh, that's actually pretty close. You've got 4 points of edge if you want to burn one to just immediately bump that up to a 10.
Yeah, fuck
I'd
it.
hit with it.
Why not?
Okay.
I don't know what that does, but I would like to shoot one
So
of these
edge
guys.
lets you either re-roll or bump up the number by 1.
Yeah, no, we'll bump up the number. by
Okay,
one.
you hit it in the
adjust the graphics on level 2 real quick.
So it's location 3, whatever that is.
Location 3 on a vehicle is the rear.
Got him in the butt.
Yeah, that's not so great. The vehicle may suffer movement system damage. Alright, so now I gotta make a roll for move system damage. 7, that's a high number, and that's bad. +1 modifier to all driving skill rolls. Not so great. In fact, that's... hit from the rear actually bumps it up to an 8. Moderate damage, -2 to all driving skill rolls, -1 movement penalty. Yeah, you tag the thing as it's swerving, trying to do serpentine. We get the pilot who's dressed Mad Max style. You know, he's got like a skull on his shoulder. There's random spikes. He's wearing really kinky leather armor that clearly was bought at a BDSM shop.
They
And-
call me Bone Spike because I like to put spikes and bones on my body.
He's
Pleasure pit.
He's flipping the handles on the machine back and forth. It's kind of like those Florida, what do you call them? The like gator boats?
airboats?
The air fans. Yeah, he's like flipping them back and forth. The thing is trying to swerve and you catch it right as it's turned in the back of the machine. And it just does a Mario spin. Whoa, 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 whoa. As you Koopa shell him.
I'm surprised that a PPC doesn't end this thing, to be honest.
They're
with
pretty
you.
heavily armored.
Yeah, apparently. So.
Yeah,
They're
I
60
need-
tons.
I think I shot one once with 2
Yeah,
PPC.
as the trade-off, they have fucking horrible weapon complement. I mean, they got an AC-5 and 2 medium lasers at 60 tons. That's
You
not
say that, but 3 of them are gonna headshot Goldstag. Like, with
exactly.
their AC-5s.
Do you want to fire anything else? You want to try to aim for those 12s?
So he's going to
You
fire.
still have to. You would have to hit 12s on your medium lasers if you want to use those.
I'm okay with just the one.
So you just do
All right.
PPC. Okay. So you
Okay.
don't build any-
Then let us withdraw all of our
So-
movement dice.
But you know what happens? The moment that happens, comms flick on all of your guys, right? And it's just you just hear eins, and then it turns off. Just-
Why do we always get the weirdos?
Comms open again as the enemy pirate commander begins contacting all of you.
Again, national theme music, right?
They put you on hold as well and just talk to the rest of the unit if you all are up for a public conversation.
Sure. Hello, pirate scum. How are you doing today?
That's right, you still have hatred pirates. We're not pirate scum, defenders of the world. We are bounty hunters come to claim this man. My name is Johnson Samuel Anders Kay, and we are here in order to claim the life of this man on behalf of a clientele. Step aside, and we'll give you a small cut of the proceeds.
Is this technically our land?
Yes,
or the
this is
council's land?
literally your continent.
Well, that was
On
a
top of
waste-
it being on your planet.
All right.
Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good introduction, but I'm sorry, we can't allow you to go abducting our citizenry. We may be new here, but last thing I heard, that sort
They
of
cut
thing
the
was
comms.
generally frowned up. That was just rude.
Nice try, sir.
All right, let's roll tactics. I got a
swear
10.
to God, witty repartee amongst these pirates, just going downhill lately.
Sir.
14.
Okay, yeah. Moving first then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I have a -1 movement, so now it's 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You guys are up.
There, I'll go ahead.
Can I
and-
stand on the end of
Mind
this
moving
boat
that
here?
fat ass
No,
mech out
you
of
will
my way.
destroy that pier. That pier cannot hold the weight of your mech.
Badass mechs, kid.
20.
Is the can opener, sir? 1, 2, 3.
Then hurry up and go open some cans.
Ooh. I'm happy right now. That it is long range.
All right.
Good.
Oh, I should probably be using these dice. I'll use the new dice so that they're the correct color for you guys.
So the guy that I hit, is he like severely damaged, little damaged? Like
So there are multiple spots to shoot on a vehicle, right? You hit the back
Yeah.
area and you shaved off about 3/4 of its armor, and you damage its motive system. If you hit it like that in the back again, it's going to explode.
Okay.
And incidentally, its butt is facing towards you. 1, 2,
Just don't show your butt to the rest of them. That's
5,
the bad
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One of them pulls up around behind you. Wow, someone, probably English, is looking to get an easy drop from the call bingo there. So congratulations, guys. Someone just picked up drop from the call.
thing.
And then I need to move a second one. Meow, 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 meow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As far as I can take it. That's going to prevent you from going to the upper deck. You guys are up.
I will move next.
My apparent fat ass is out of the way, sir.
And I am back.
Sid, you need to flip your camera.
It needs to flip theirs.
That's Sid. Oh, actually a ton of people will. Pondo and Rad, you need to also turn your cameras off. And Sid, you'll have to turn yours off again.
I
Okay.
think I'm the only one.
Pondo, Rad, Sid. There we go. Magic.
Sorry about that. Right.
How
so
do these
reset.
things climb mountains? They use their hoverness to just keep rising. I mean, how does
Skyrim horse technology.
yeah, I mean,
So
I
are
was gonna
these-
say, how does a horse climb a mountain? The same
Aren't
way.
these in, like hills technically sloped?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Fictionally sloped?
Yes. They're not super sloped. They're
I
gently
just imagine
sloped.
all the geography in the Battletech universe
It's
to be exactly
fractal. Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
yeah, like the
Everything
giant
is super sharp
causeway.
edges. All of the farmland is perfectly hexed.
Yeah.
That would be brilliant if it was perfectly axed.
All the animals are like square.
1,
Yeah, it's like Minecraft
4,
basically.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This guy is just gonna roll right up on your ass.
Sweet. And karate kicking.
1 punch.
We're gonna lose
Stop.
this game, aren't we?
2, 3, 4. All right, you guys are up.
Alright. I have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To run over 1.
I mean, guys, this isn't that hard. If you imagine a hill, and then you imagine that there's something capable of floating 2 feet above that hill, it will not hit the hill as long as it's floating 2 feet above it. I would
Yeah.
suggest that you look at any hovercraft video that is on the internet.
Yeah, they're able to increase the strength of the fans that give the underneath air to make them go higher onto slopes while decreasing their actual movement.
Oh
in
shit,
some
I actually
cases.
can't make that jump because that's not a jump. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a run.
Hey, that's a too high ledge.
Yes. You can go down a too high ledge, it just costs a shit ton.
Okay. Oh yeah, it
So
costs
Oslo,
you
the one that can
1
jump,
movement
yeah.
plus the height.
Yes, and then the woods.
Ah yes. Oh yeah, and woods.
And then I still have 1 to move because that guy I hadn't actually moved.
You are just copying and pasting dice all over the place, aren't you?
Yep. 1, 2, 3,
Oop.
4, 5. Gonna land on the bridge. Just a quick drop high that literally cuts the dude off.
Up that cliff real quick.
All right, you guys are up. Who's next?
I haven't moved.
It's just, yeah, just
Okay, I
grab.
moved.
All right,
You
excellent.
jumped.
I jumped.
1, 2, 3,
Where'd my dice go? I had a dice.
4, 5, 6. Can my
Okay.
hits or move that
Put my
far?
dice away.
I did.
Na, 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 na.
Well, don't. It's my dice. I can do it.
No, I
Well, we
pulled
had to
them
take
all
a
out.
dice.
Don't do this. Don't be that guy, man. When Sid stole Cotton's lucky dice, she was just
No, I was just
ruined her
moving all the
forever.
dice off.
Hey now, hold on.
But this is Japanese high school. She'd say, "I can't get married. Take responsibility." Okay.
That's a lot of run dice. And a jump.
What'd you do, Sid? Taint the dice with your
Did
bad
I?
ones?
Yes, he did.
They disappeared, and everyone's blaming me,
Yep.
the innocent one. Like, I am her teammate, and she's rolling really well. They seem to think that I suddenly don't want her to roll well for some reason, which is just madness, obviously, because we already know that I roll for shit.
You guys are up.
So,
You're right, Sid. You roll good when it counts.
Henley,
no, I don't.
you're
You roll pretty well.
you're covered in hovercraft right now.
Yeah.
You roll well in leadership, and you roll well in locate.
Let me ask about flamethrowers right now.
Okay.
I can't see shit.
Is this a cone damage? Like, what are we doing?
No,
with
it's
it?
just one
single
hex.
target.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Those hexes are quite big.
Yeah, each hex is 30 meters on each side.
Right. Okay. I'm also a giant mech, so you know. Size is relevant. Sure. Let's When it comes to movement, you pick one movement style and you stick to it. Yeah. So if I can't like move one and then do a jump across water.
That's correct.
Okay.
I open up comms and say, Mr. Merlin, would be a good idea if you started fading towards us to keep the distance from those mechs coming up your ass there, and we might be able to provide you with some covering fire.
Does he get caught by the anthem?
Yeah, he gets caught by the anthem.
I'm like talking over it, thinking that he can actually hear me.
Sir,
Oh, like someone's got you on hold, right? but they still secretly are listening in while they're doing their customer service work.
Yeah.
Can I put you on a hold real quick while I look that file up?
And then they forget to put you on hold and
No, they put you on hold, but they can still listen into the call so they can hear you bad-mouthing them.
Yeah, all they actually do is mute themselves.
Yes. Yeah, that's 100% true.
So again, you know, the black screen. It's like, yes, what is it? I'm in the middle of combat. You're distracting me.
Yes, you've got an entire lance of heavy mechs coming up your ass. I recommend you start.
Oh, you noticed that? Oh.
Yes, I did notice that. I'm not completely incompetent, you know, just mostly so. But if you started fading towards us, we might be able to provide some covering fire for you so you don't get, you know, horribly murdered. I think that would be a bad thing.
And why are you doing something so nice to a man you have never met before?
Well, you're a
What
citizen.
is your angle? As you have one.
You're a citizen of this planet. We're newly come here. We're trying to make a home for ourselves, and it's better to be nice to your neighbors, you know? Who knows when you might need to borrow a cup of sugar or something.
Are you not aware of the allegiances that I hold? I have literally spray painted them onto my mech, and when you call me, you can hear them very easily. That I do not see eye to eye with the government that is currently in power within this place. If you are indeed a citizen, then you need to prove to me that which side you actually fall on.
Trust me, sir, if you want some stories about the government fucking over the citizenry, you and I could have a talk over a drink sometime. But right now, you have an entire lance of heavy mech pirates coming down on you, and I'd rather kill
No,
them.
you don't understand. I will wait until you prove to me your alliance is in fact the correct one.
Quite all right, sir. If you want to die out there, that's your prerogative. But
The longest 6 seconds in
I'm trying to
history.
recommend a course of action to you. It's up to you whether you take it or not.
I love how they're trying to out-polite each other, just in a very passive-aggressive way.
See here, sir.
It's like,
It's brilliant.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? No, sir, I bite my thumb, sir, but not at you, sir.
Is it just Sid, and is he connected to us, or is he connected to just Murder 6? That's the
No,
real.
I initiated the comms call. It's not a...
Okay. Are you also feeding yourself, just your audio into our communications? Is that what's going on?
No.
So what's the plan?
Good.
Hans.
It's been really
Private
bad.
conversation.
I will...
No. I was calling to recommend tactics to him, so it would be an open comm to the entire lance as well.
Oh, you sure you don't want it to
okay.
be an AB conversation so Bandito can see his way out?
No, it's tactics involved, so everybody needs to know what's going on, so everyone's on the
Alright.
same page.
Look, currently, we're not big fans of the government ourselves. We're kind of having a bad time with our whole Countess situation. It's not great.
That's putting it mildly.
Honestly, if you could just please head back to our way. You don't have to go completely back to us, just enough to draw them to us. That'd be fantastic. It's been a long day. I'd like to be able to, kick back and open up a few.
We don't have to be friends here today, but we don't have to be enemies either, if you take my meaning.
Exactly.
What do you want to do?
You have to the end of this combat to prove to me where you sit in this government struggle. Otherwise, you will be a part of the force that is attacking me as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Pen.
In the meantime, how about a temporary truce until the battle's over? You don't shoot at us, we won't shoot at you.
Yeah, there's a literal radio
An
silence.
entire lance of heavy mechs by yourself? But worse yet, 2 lances of heavy mechs? Or would you rather have one of those lances helping you out instead? Think of the tactics of the situation.
I'm
sir.
literally just reminded of that guy that had 3 sheriffs pointing a gun at him at that Oregon Rancher thing and thought that he could lower his hands, quick draw, take all 3 of them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really bad idea.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
horrible idea.
The only way you could ever do that.
Can't negotiate with people like this.
Holster.
Currently, those
so-
son of a bitch pirates are wanting your head. Currently, we want to assist you to not have that happen to you.
So the enemy pilots in their tanks are just like looking at their watches. They're stuck in like turn-based combat.
So
This all happens over the course of 6 seconds, though.
I know. Yeah, you're.
with the jump jets, Arthur, do I have to about face in order to use them? To
Nope.
go, like if I want to jump jet backwards,
So you
is
can
that-
land facing in any, jump any direction and land facing in any direction. You
So
want.
Yep.
I can. Okay. Okay. So the problem is I can only go 4 spaces at this point, which means that I'm kind of like either I'm gonna go there or there. Like I'm gonna be in water. Like either way.
That's not necessarily a bad thing because water will help dissipate some heat.
If you have
No, I
heat,
understand
you can
that.
let-
I understand that.
He
but
doesn't
I'm
have
mostly-
like physics.
Heat's not my problem right now. Salvos is my problem right now.
His problem is that death is on the line.
All right, so I'm going to move the jump jet to this space here.
All right.
My facing is going to be towards. It's going to continue in this direction.
I need you to
guess.
make a piloting skill roll, because you're landing in water.
I would
you
I
don't
would
want-
suggest having your front to them and not your back.
That's what he's
Yeah,
doing.
your back
That's
is
what I'm doing.
really weak.
No, my front is facing them.
He
so-
just jumped backwards. Is what he did.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Oh,
Just
okay.
making sure.
Listen, it's Dave. I'm imagining he's not actually jumping backwards. I imagine he turned to face backwards and then he turned his jump jets on and moonwalked across the water. While
flipping
the
off
condors watched him, and they're like, "Who the hell is this pilot?
Yeah.
What an incredible feat of balance!"
Sadly, the mailing can't flip off because it has no hands.
Oh, it has flamethrowers, which is the symbol of a giant fuck you bird. So anyway,
Yeah,
what do I?
You need to roll
setting, it
2d6.
creates a little ball with a single.
You
finger
basically need
close.
to not get double ones with your level of skill. Yeah, you're good.
Done.
Because you're not double.
Yeah, you land deep in the water. The shock kind of gets absorbed over time, and you don't fall.
So the comms are open, right? I'm still talking to. What is your character's called, Sid? Murder 6?
Sir Maxwell Head and Murder 6, you can call me. Yes, that's my call sign.
Bandito.
In the latest debate that is happening within the political structure of this planet,
Son of a bitch.
there are 2 opposing parties. Tell me, what do you think of the current political regime in this country?
Lyrans are full of assholes. No offense, sir.
Well, let me put it to you this way, sir. I am in a situation where the Lyran Alliance literally ruined my entire life just for their intelligence division to play a ploy with my family. And now my sister is married to one of my worst enemies and they have a child together. So what do you think?
Do you have a picture of that kid in your cockpit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like, I'm an uncle.
It sounds like to me you come from a family of traitorous swine.
Nope, just the government, traitorous swine. We're not in great terms with our country, to be
The
completely
government betrayed me and ruined my entire life. If you think I'm any friend of theirs.
They also fucked with our whole
Correct, sir.
tertiary unit. I will add that. Really much bullshit.
So yeah, I guess that's the extent of that conversation within the 6 seconds. Right?
Can anyone besides Dave shoot this round?
I can, but I'm not going to. Because
Okay.
I'd have to roll boxcars. It's not worth it.
I
I have Cliff. I can
Not with
shoot
a
him.
half load of ammo.
Since I moved, I have no longer got the idea of if I can shoot anything at the
All right.
moment.
Well, while you figure that out, I'm just gonna fire everything at the Merlin. The 2 Condor hover tanks over here are going to let go with just their autocannons. So they're shooting at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 and 9.
4.
Yes. The first one is a hit. You take 5 points of damage to your left arm. And then you take 5 points of damage. Oh, so no, sorry. Second one doesn't hit. I needed a 9. Okay, the next 2 hover tanks are going to let loose at short range. The first one can't fire with its autocannon because it's too close. So 2 medium lasers and a machine gun. Shooting at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 9 for machine guns.
I can shoot that
So
one.
7.
Right.
You take 5 points of damage to your left torso.
I think my left torso is broken then.
Oh, what? How was that? How much damage to the left torso? You're doing the wrong.
Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, you're doing the wrong thing. It's the one up here.
How much damage?
But what's this one then?
You
That's
put
your
damage
internal.
on your internals, so you don't damage your internal systems until after you've burned through all your armor.
So the top one is your exterior armor and your bottom one is your internal.
Five.
What did I get last turn then?
5 to the your turn looks correct. Like you took 5 to the left arm and then 5 to the right torso. The question is what you just took right now.
Left torso, you said?
Yeah, left torso for 5.
Okay.
That's a miss. That's also a miss. Okay. 1,
I
2,
can shoot.
4.
I can shoot 2 of them. I'm
I
gonna
think
shoot
you
one.
can only shoot one.
No, I can shoot.
I'm pretty sure there's a trees in there. What, 3 trees in one of the ways.
So
No, from straight, it's 2.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Probably
7. Autocannon is 7. Medium lasers are 9s. Miss. That's a hit. Center torso takes 5. And ooh, shit! Headshot for 5.
Yeah.
All right.
It begins.
Make sure.
All right, Dave.
Okay.
I need you to roll.
Somebody got a headshot.
I need you to roll
Has a
the
headshot
2d6.
Sticking on the teeth.
You need a 3 or higher to stay conscious. You're good. Yeah, these things go sailing past you. Most of their shots hit. They let out a flurry of lasers and autocannons, but one of them luckily tags your head. Next round, you're gonna have a +1 difficulty to shoot or do anything. You have a +1 to all your rolls because you took a head hit and your pilot is injured. So, like, is this you get hit in the head and you got some mild burns, or do you like hit your head against something and now you got like a streak of blood? How does this damage manifest on you?
Blood.
You know what it is? It's the jazz music that's playing inside of my cockpit. When it hits, it falls off the shelf above me and collides with my head.
Ooh.
Yeah, someone calling bingo.
All right. Post it if you got bingo. Take a screenshot of it using print screen, print it out in Paint, and post it in the Battletech Discord channel. And we will get you a copy of Battletech. We'll get you the key from SidAlpha. Look, we need to have a crab reunion festival where Rad plays in a crab, a guest plays in a crab, and then everybody else gets king crabs, and they're just crabs everywhere.
So yeah, now he's in a foul mood, I guess, right? The comms flick back on.
Yeah,
right?
your Nuevo Jazz, your limited vinyl is broken in half.
Scheiße, I look, I don't give a fuck where you come from right now. As long as you can help me with these things, I will overlook any indiscretion that you've given me up until this point. We will
Very well,
talk,
Captain.
as
Start
long
coming
as you
back
can
to
prove to me that you are useful.
And I trigger a waypoint on and transmit a waypoint to his map. I suggest you start heading for this location. We will cover for you.
This is such an escort mission. Waypoints, NPC characters.
Did you see where I was speaking, Dave?
Yeah, I did.
I feel like Dave is the main character, and you guys are all just the green ally NPCs that show up to save him in the first mission.
Essentially, that's us right now.
Yeah.
So it's,
yeah. It's
we
like,
need him alive.
you would do best to make sure that you do not talk with me with that tone.
Oh, wow. Congratulations, Dynamis. That is someone who works very hard for the show. Helped program all of the Battletech dice and the things we use to show all the dice. Got Pondo, a just very fine hat, anime talk, someone drops from the call, headshot, and black and white rad cam. So I'm gonna go ahead.
I adjusted my hat
At the very beginning.
like a second before I saw that that was one on there.
Amazing.
All I need is a cape swash, and I win as well.
We do still have one prize left, so don't give up yet, fellows and fellettes. I feel like that's not the one I should be going with. Don't give up, people. We can keep it going. Realists. I should just call you realists. All right. Strassman,
It's
go
fellas
ahead.
and lasses.
It's your turn.
All right. With the anger of the Führer behind me, I will.
Wow. Did you just go full Wolfenstein here? Does robot Hitler pop out of the water behind you like a kaiju?
You're assuming I'm not Robot Hitler. Okay? Okay, so yes, I will unleash everything that I can, Mr.
All right, so you start at 2. You jumped, so it's 5. Which one are you aiming at? The one closest to you?
Sure, yeah. I mean, whichever the one shot me the first and made me get the headshot. I think it was this one.
Yeah, the last one that shot you gave you the headshot, so it's this one.
Okay. All right. Is that the one that's hurt too, as well?
No, this one over here is the hurt one.
Oh, okay. So, all right, you start at 2. You jump for 5. He has a modifier to hit 4, so it's 9. So you're looking at 9, 11, 9 short, 11 medium. So with your PPC, it's 9. Your mediums, it's 11s.
All right, so missed with the 9s. And
That's really close. Do you want to edge that?
yeah,
Okay,
like,
+1.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's not great for me.
It's location 7.
Location 7 is the rear.
Again.
It's not a motive hit. Well, I mean, it's a different vehicle this time. What were you firing?
Medium laser.
All right, so just 5 damage to the rear. Okay. Motive system damage. Oh no, wait. I don't roll for it this time because I didn't get a cross. Yeah. You get shot in the head. Your mech whirls back. You come back. You begin firing, and you immediately catch this guy in the rear of his tank. He swerves around, and you just hear him over the local comms. He's like, "Lovely day. What a lovely, lovely. Oh my god."
You still have one more medium laser, I believe.
Yeah, you have one more shot.
As he's saying that, I'm basically just like, fucking dumb Californians. Will shoot again at.
You need another 11.
Yeah.
11. Nope.
How's that?
No, that's a 9.
10. No, that's a 9. How many more of those thingies do
You
I
have
to
2
burn?
more if you want to spend them both.
Fuck
That's
yeah,
rough,
dude.
though.
He made
Oh,
me hit my
okay.
head.
All right. Okay, area 6 on a vehicle is the rear again. You've destroyed 10 of its 14 rear armor. This is not good for this guy. So, just want to announce that Dynamis is donating his Battletech CD key to Englishmudkip. I don't know if he's passed it along yet.
I have not received anything just yet.
What a
Well,
nice guy.
I be damned. Well, thank
Good
you,
on
my
you.
friend.
Yeah.
I'll be naming a pilot after you.
Very well. Let's go ahead and talk about. Can anyone else shoot? I think we came to the conclusion no one else can shoot.
I can.
Don't want to. Waste of ammo.
I can shoot
Alright.
my 2 PCs at either one of
Oh, English can shoot.
Very well.
these
show me
2 at
moves.
9s.
Oh yeah, somebody's got those damn
Sure.
PPCs.
Yeah.
You start at 1. You're at long
Yeah.
range, right?
Aren't there 3 trees?
There's 2. That one has 3.
They're both relatively 2.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they're both 2
you
from the
started
corner.
1, you ran for 2, so you're at 3.
Yeah, they moved for
You
They
can't
moved
make that
plus
shot.
4.
7. There's 2 trees in your way. That's 9. And that's
Yeah.
long range, I'm pretty sure.
I-
So that's
long.
13.
Okay, so I start with 1. I ran for
2,
3
3.
in total.
Hey.
5.
They moved. That's
9.
oh yeah, the 2 trees for 5.
You would need 9
So
for
the
short
five.
range, 11 for medium, and 13 for long, and you're at long range.
Did someone say 9?
So you
Fair
literally
enough.
can't make the shot unless you get boxcars and burn an edge.
Fair enough. I actually won't take the shot then. I miscalculated because I forgot to add something.
Okay.
I like that we have like Terminator vision, except for it's Han's vision, and it's just like these
Yeah, it's a
these
lot.
target reticles that zero in on like the ass end of all vehicles and mechs.
I mean, is it that much of a surprise that I'm like
No, it's not.
targeting Goody like this effectively? So.
All the butts.
The cast member that Dave is coming on to is the NPCs.
That's not a cast member,
It's
though.
not a cast.
I mean, look. Let's withdraw our movement dice
All right.
and move on to the next part where I say something really lame.
Now I'm waiting for the really lame thing.
No, that was the meme that I used to use against EQ.
Oh, okay.
I will now say something really lame. I do that every time he was about to start talking. Look, don't worry. I'm a mean person. Mean-spirited at heart. As much as Cotton's like, no, don't worry, Arthur. You just do it good-naturedly. And I'm like, you're so wrong. You're so wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure you don't. That's. I think the most burned episode was the last episode of the second arc.
12.
65, I got 11.
Did you say 65?
6 and 5.
I have 12, so you guys are going first.
I'll
This'll-
move first.
I'll move first.
I'll move first.
All right,
I'll
well-
move. I already said I'd move
All right,
first.
reverse Canadians. All right, Americans.
I'll
Fuck
move your
you,
first.
Is there any like reason why it matters who goes first?
No.
You want to go last. The
closer
more
you are-
last you go, the more you get to see where other people are moving. So it gives you a tactical advantage.
Outside of people taking your spot, obviously. Like,
All right, I moved.
That
Oh, as far as our
very,
team
very
goes,
rarely
yeah.
happens. I've literally only seen it happen twice.
It matters because different mechs have different attack strategies. So like if you're a close-in fighter, you want to be one of the last people that moves because you're looking for positional advantage on the enemy. In a scenario like this where we're all still really far away, no, it doesn't really matter.
Usually the long-range shooters like me or Pondo will move first. So
Well, I was about to
close
say,
to
yeah.
rollers, like
So
Rat, be able
Who
to move
actually
last.
did move first here?
I moved.
That's why
Okay.
we're letting you go last in our group because you're the one that's close in and needs the most positional advantage on our turn.
Yep. So that way, by that time, more of the enemy will have moved, so they don't have as much of an opportunity to outflank you and get rear shots on you.
Oh, hey,
Um,
buddy for red there.
Yeah. Hello, friend.
You're trying, if people are trying to find me on Steam, by the way, it's, you can either do it by the name I use on here or Lanky Wolf, by the way, just to help that, because that's the original count name.
Well, it was a humble bundle key. It wasn't a gift item on Steam, so they should be able to just send it to
humble.
you.
Yeah, send the key.
Didn't they send the key already?
No, I haven't received.
I'll get it sent to you.
All right, fair enough.
It's our turn.
Yep, you guys are up.
All right, I'll move. I'm done moving. Actually, now I'm done moving. That's all my movement.
You're
5.
just dealing keys here. It's easier.
That took me 5 just to get up that mountain. Just turn one.
That's rough. That's rough. Speaking of things that are rough,
6. Meaning it doesn't mean
Hey,
anything.
time to have to verify my Steam
Do you
email.
count this guy as having like 1 less movement speed, by the way, Alpha?
yes, I did.
Cool.
They're just really fast. That's the problem.
Yep. That's actually a walk.
Whoa. Look at that rad fodder right there.
I know, right? They have made a grave tactical error.
Yeah, they exposed the buttocks to me. That's what that.
Are either one of these tanks in front of me already damaged?
Yes.
Yes, one of them is.
The lead tank that's closest to you has 10 points of damage on its rear armor. Took a PP shot to the butt. And is moving slightly slower than normal.
I need to come over here and look at. Is there a data card for these over here anywhere?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't even have to meme myself. My natural charisma memes myself for me. So like it's.
Memeing ain't easy. You guys are up.
I'll move. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So walk.
Did I want to focus on this one right here? That's
The
going.
one that's damaged is over here though.
I don't know if I'll be able to hit it. I might be able to.
You can. It just be maybe
It's behind
one
heavy
cover. Yeah, it'll be -2 then, +2 on it.
AP, are they like 1 hex high or just 2 hex high?
What? The tanks?
The tanks.
1 hex high.
That's what I thought. So it would be behind those trees. Those are heavy woods, so I think I'd probably have easier time hitting that. Let me see. 11. It's medium range. 2 ram.
Oh wait, I have these two on my left. I forgot about that.
+1.
Let's see that. They're dead. They're gonna
5.
die.
Medium range is 7. Okay.
I could just alpha strike those poor things.
Have fun.
Hell, they're all in short range. Both of those two right there are in short range.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The lead is the ostrich. I think that's got an 8 run. Yes.
Where's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so the hover tanks are doing. You have no idea what they're doing, Dave. They're just literally starfishing around you, going in every direction. But a pretty fast heavy mech begins thudding across the beach, and just as it clears the, gosh, I'm imagining the scene from the original Halo at the very beginning when you're fighting along the beach in the Warthog. This guy like clears the edge of the tree line and turns towards you, and you're like, oh shit, someone is turning towards me with the mech.
It's Terminator running at him.
You guys are up.
I think I'm the only one that hasn't moved yet.
No, I haven't moved yet either. Arthur, what
does it take to do a death from above attack on these bad boys?
can I land on?
One and melee the other.
No.
Can I pick this tank up and hit the other tank with it?
No.
Okay.
Can I plant a forest around the tanks and then set the forest on fire?
Only if the tanks hold still for 20 years.
Can I do I think, knowing what I know about the technical readouts of this vehicle, will an AC-20 one-shot this vehicle?
Yes. If
Either
it
one
hits
of them-
anywhere besides the turret, it should instantly one-shot it.
All right, great. That's all I need to know.
No, you only have 5 shots currently.
I don't care.
Okay.
He's like,
5.
that's 5 dead hover
That's
tanks.
5 dead hover tanks. Get out of the way, dice.
What's that modifier with the ostrich, AP?
Which one are you
Oh, that's
shooting,
a good
by the
point.
way?
You got an
Both of
8,
them.
so that's what,
Both of
Both?
Are you declaring the melee attack?
Go 8 hexes.
I'm about to
Oh,
destroy
no, it went
both of these
7
tanks.
hexes.
Oh, come on, let me shoot one at least.
Okay, but I'm
7
shooting
is
first.
7 is 2?
You go that one, I go that one.
You're
I'll
not
do what I
gonna
want.
you're not gonna shoot one and melee the other one?
I'm gonna split my fire. I'm gonna shoot one with the AC-20. I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna melee and laser the other one.
Damn
Wow.
it.
Wow.
You greedy bugger.
Wow. Just remember, you can't use arms while you're... So do you have the weaponry to split it?
You can do that.
Can't
Yes.
you... All right.
I can fire those 3 weapons together.
Okay.
What
Just-
I can't fire is my three medium lasers when I use my axe.
Yes.
Wait, are you splitting the targets?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna split fire.
Don't forget to add +1.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
Quick
God, I'm
draw
lagging.
and Osterok.
Oh crap! I forgot to put
Onslaught
light.
is
So
8.
what? Your arms
and
go. So your
five
arms are
jump.
going. Your arm weapons are going to one. And your AC 10-20 is going to the other.
Correct.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's a 7 move.
Shit.
So this is. Oops.
Don't dorsal twist.
3, and that is a jump of 3.
Is that a modifier 3 or is it only 2?
That's a 3 because he moved 7.
He was able to run 7 X's.
Yes. Dave, you're up.
I do the following things, Mr. GM.
Yeah.
I
You pick up a dog.
Eject.
Yes, I self-destruct, killing everyone on the field. That was my secret thing all along.
Oh,
I will backpedal like a beach.
So you aren't able to run while backpedaling. You can only move at your walk speed.
Jump jet, I mean.
Jump jet. All right, so I need you to make a piloting skill check. Normally you don't need a 3, but because you took a head hit, you now need a 4.
Mhm.
Actually, a 5. Oh, that is not a 5!
I mean, you can't change the DC when I'm rolling off.
Because I
That's-
forgot you were landing in the trees. Look, I can change the DC as much as I want. Do you want to spend a point of edge to bump that up to
He
5?
doesn't have any edge.
I don't-
Oh
Spend it all.
my god. Someone
more.
else. No, he spent the 2 of them
No,
in
I
order to.
spent it last time, so.
Do you guys want to spend your edge to help him?
Yes. I'll
All
spend
right.
my point of edge. I'll burn that.
I am your paycheck, guys.
You're about to impale yourself on a tree, and
Did you hurt your edge last arc or like the very end?
a single missile fires from the archer and destroys that tree before you can stab yourself on it.
I love the idea that you don't even notice it, that for the rest of the battle, these guys are doing their absolute best to keep you alive, and you never notice any of their efforts.
You're like, I am so
As it should be, with the fucking.
It's like, Jesus Christ, this guy is so intent on dying.
Seems about right.
reminds me of Chloe from Resident Evil.
You guys never done an escort mission before? This is exactly how they usually go.
Yeah, I was so happy when I got the when I completed the game and got the freaking iron armor suit for her. No zombie could pick her up. Made the escort mission so much easier.
Alright, so I got about 20 more minutes, Arthur.
Yeah, we're calling it an end at the end of this combat round.
Alright.
Excellent. Going to shoot the shit.
And then I will be playing Rad next week, and I'll be sure to jump into close range, split fire, and shoot and stab as many people as possible.
Excellent.
I think you've got a pretty good handle on what I would be doing if I were playing.
I don't. You know what? I actually have a list of people who I can predict. Sid and Dave, I can predict their actions on with fairly regularly. Pondo, like more than half the time. English, not very often. But Rad, I can't fucking predict you at all.
Really?
Our thought processes are in so different directions. It's not that you don't play optimally. It's just that you have a completely different style of play than I do.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have thought that I'd have been a pretty predictable.
No, I did it. I fucking literally sat down with Eric on that map and I was like, this is how everyone is going to play. I have no idea what Rad's going to do. And all of you moved to the hex exactly as I had predicted. I was like, the Warhammer 2C is going to immediately move for the water because he's got heat sinks. They're going
forgot
to
about
post up
that.
on the south with LRMs. Pondo is going to take this village over here and he's going to fire at the whole open field area, and Rad is going to, I don't fucking know. And who knew that Rad would go play the long game and zoom around? All right, so it's shooting time.
Well, too.
That's good to know.
Shooting time?
It's shooting time. You guys are actually up
I'm a lot
first.
More efficient.
I'll go ahead and shoot first. I'm gonna shoot at this guy right here. All right, so start at 2. I ran, so I'm at 4. He has a modifier of just 1, so it's 5, and then that's it. And he's a medium range for my Gauss and PPCs. I'll fire all 4 at 7s.
Very well. And sorry, which one were you shooting at?
That schmuck right there.
Very well. Show me your power.
Gauss number 1. Need 7.
Wow, that's painful.
Nope. Gauss number 2. That'll hit. Location 8. Nope, that's a cluster.
That is the rear. What's the damage on a Gauss rifle?
15.
All right, you start going internal, which
I
of
don't
course
quit.
is not bad. No internal damage. So the entire rear of the hovercraft is shot off. It begins to dip. It doesn't totally hit the ground, but it's definitely listing around. It has 4 internal points of damage before it explodes.
It's throwing up a lot of extra water out of the back.
Oh yeah, man, there's like some mud bog and rooster tailing going on.
All right, PPC number 1. This is PPC number 2. That'll hit location 2.
That is the rear with the critical. It explodes instantly.
Excellent.
So this thing is facing towards you, but it keeps swerving around, and somehow you catch it literally as it's drifting, right? The pilot's literally just like, woo! Yeah, Forza Motorsports! You catch him, you just shoot the whole back end of the hovercraft off. We get the inside from the guy. From the front point of view looking back in on him, the back seat is gone, and he's like still pulling the handles. He turns to look back as the hovercraft hits the ground, and let's see if he survives. Nope. Oh shit, that was almost double ones. The turret, I believe, is damaged. He survives, but the thing is garbage. That Condor hover tank is irrecoverable.
Whoops.
That was what I was going to shoot, damn it.
We could use it for scrap.
Should have
though.
coordinated your
I
efforts.
told you, said this is the schmuck I'm going for.
As it is as a Condor, it is irrecoverable. But as scrap, it's recoverable.
All right, that guy is going to fire back at the Warhammer.
Oh damn!
I think that's actually good enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's gonna hit.
Oh,
Center torso
damn.
for 5 with the autocannon.
Send a torso.
Yep.
All
Next
right.
up is this tank right here is gonna swivel his turret back to fire at the Axeman.
Do it.
Yep, that's good enough.
Give it to me.
Medium laser 1 hits for 5 points of damage to the
The 9 front.
left leg.
Yeah, I like
Medium
it like
laser 2, Jesus, also hits for 5 points of damage to the left torso, and then machine gun misses. I feel like the machine gun probably hits at this range, it just doesn't penetrate anywhere.
Get good.
Because plinks off.
Yeah. Alright, that's these two's turn. Who's up?
Do what you can while you can, little tank.
This guy's dead. Who's shooting?
I'll
I
shoot.
believe I have to go last because I'm using my axe.
That's correct, because you're melee fighting.
Do you want to shoot, Sid, or do you want me to shoot?
I can also shoot.
Okay, so that's at medium range, starting at 1, move to 4, 7. So I'd be hitting for 9, so I don't know if I want to.
Sorry, which one are you shooting? This one?
That would be this one.
Oh, interesting. Catch him while he's coming over the water. Hit him like Washington crossing the Delaware.
All right, I'll burn a couple of rounds to try and hit him. I'll be rolling at 9s for both.
Pro tip, no one shot at Washington crossing the Delaware. That's why it's so famous. If they had, he'd be dead.
Yeah, that's not a 9. That's also not a 9.
Only you had a point of edge.
If only I had a point of edge.
Will someone spend edge on this?
I will.
You don't have any.
Wait.
You burnt their edge faster even than me.
I have.
I don't know if
Would it
cluster-
destroy it? That's the question.
I don't know.
Probably not.
It's cluster only 16 would hit.
Almost
16.
certainly that will not destroy it.
Unless
A
it all hit
completely
like the
uninjured
back.
tank. Yeah, they would all have to hit the same location and it not be the turret.
Hmm.
Even then, it still would only penetrate the internal armor. All right, so moving on. These two tanks are going to shoot at... Well, let's handle this tank and this tank. All right. Shooting at Rad. 2 medium lasers. Nope. Also no. Next up is this guy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jesus, 2 medium lasers. Almost, but no. And almost, but no again. Yeah,
So
these...
it's 10 to hit that guy. I will also do 2 medium lasers.
It's probably lower for you. So you started at 2. You jump, bringing it up to 5.
No, he starts at 3 because he's injured.
You're right. You're right.
So
So we're actually at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I asked this question in the tip-top chat. Since I have 15 ammo to be normally...
I said round down.
Round down,
Yep,
okay.
I mentioned it earlier.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I missed West.
This is across.
Yep.
6. Yeah, it
Say
would be
it
6
inside.
ammo then. Not bad.
3,
6.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's gonna fire an autocannon blast at you. Nope.
Nope.
And what do we got on old Ostrich? Do you have ranged weapons? Large laser. 2 large lasers. Let's do it. Let's make music
How
together.
many can you shoot right now? Well, actually,
All right.
of them.
So 2, 3, 4,
all
5,
of them that
6,
can shoot anyway.
7, 8. And then range brings it up to 10. Nope. Nope. All right, yeah, that Ostrich that dashed around the corner to shoot at you, you're sailing backwards. As you go through the air, he fires off 2 laser blasts, and you just... You lift your left knee up just slightly, and both laser blasts go directly underneath it.
Corkscrew spin. Yeah.
Who's next?
I can shoot.
Okay, who are you shooting?
That hovered. That
Okay.
hovered tank right there. I am rolling at 6s.
I find that pretty hard to believe because he's got a +4 dodge.
I start at 1.
Yep.
I walked. That's 2. Short range doesn't add anything, and 4.
All right. Good luck.
6. It's all 6s. I am shooting. Actually it'll be 7s because I'm shooting both of them. I'm shooting a PPC at each and a medium laser at each.
So you're splitting fire?
Yeah, I'm splitting fire.
Okay.
He's trying to steal your kills, Rad.
Okay. Oh,
A
bloody hell.
single PPC won't do it. We've already seen that.
And a medium laser. ER.
And I was consistently hitting butts, so...
Because of course you were.
Because why wouldn't you?
Smacking that ass.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's everything. Like, apparently, it's easy to hit the rear ends of these things.
So I'll be rolling at 7s for both, and
So many comments there.
Yeah,
that's-
I know. I understand it.
2 ER PPCs and 4 medium pulse lasers in total.
Okay, so you're firing 2 medium pulse lasers at each.
Yes.
All right, let's get started rolling.
Okay. ER PPC first for this one.
That is a miss.
I'm spending an edge to reroll.
Okay.
You have an edge?
Yes, I do.
I don't think we got edge for the end of that one.
I had 1 edge left. I wasn't going to do a fucking snake eyes.
And which one were you shooting at first?
The left one.
Diversity you get for snake
Okay.
eyes. That
You penetrate into the rear Eternals. I don't think you did enough to get a critical. But
One
you
thing
did.
about snake.
10. It is a 9 crit.
Oh, you don't actually roll for criticals on this. Let's see here. Yeah, that's bad. it loses speed, and I believe that it takes a motive system hit as well. So shit's going poorly for it.
Okay.
Okay.
now got
Are you
two
shooting the
medium
other
pulse lasers.
PPC or the 2 medium pulse lasers?
2 medium pulse lasers,
Okay.
then the other PPC goes for the other
Right,
one.
just... Yep.
Yeah.
Let's...
Okay, first medium pulse laser
No.
doesn't hit. Second medium pulse laser.
Also no.
That hits.
You
No,
thought you
it
said
doesn't.
you needed 7s.
You
Oh,
split
yeah, sevens.
fire. You need 7s.
Okay.
That is also a miss.
No, that's
Wow.
a diff.
This is not good. Oh my god.
Yep. And that's both the other medium pulse lasers on that guy.
This is monumentally terrible.
The ERPPC. Yeah.
All I can say is you're lucky that my back is to you and I can't see this.
This is the last pulse laser.
That's a miss.
Yep. Oh, that's a good point. Pulse lasers do give a +2, so this one's going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the other one did hit as well.
That they both hit the turret, unfortunately, which means you're hitting the most heavily defended part.
Yeah, and but
That's okay.
it's
He's
still-
just softening
The
him
good
up for
news
that.
is that you just hit the turret and locked it in place, so it can no longer fire in any direction but the one it
Yeah.
currently is facing.
yeah, they're all 7 damage each hit.
For
That
sure has
is,
the armor for that.
yeah, it's got enough armor.
Yeah.
All right, Rad.
They're
I
constantly gonna face
believe
that
you're
way.
up.
Okie dokes.
Okay, now you need to add heat.
You build 5 heat at the end of the turn.
15, 15, 18. 6. 46 plus being in water, and I have 2 double heat sinks in the water.
You only have 38 heat dissipation to begin with, so you only get +4.
Okay, I need 2 8s and a 6.
All right, talk me through which is going and doing what when.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot a AC 20. Wait, which one's got less damage?
Top one. The one
They
quite-
both
one
now
with-
have extremely significant damage.
All
on
right,
their
whatever.
range.
Then you pick one, and I shoot an AC 20 at it.
Very well. Let's
And I need
choose
it.
the bottom
And
one.
I need an 8.
Nope. That rolled over.
And then I will shoot at the other one. I will shoot a large laser, and I need a 6. That'll
That
do
is a
it.
definite.
So that's 9 damage to
5.
that one.
Location 5.
That is the left side.
Pretty sure that's been untouched, isn't it?
It is untouched.
And then I need another 8 to hit it with an axe.
Slap your bitch
nope.
now.
Won't do it.
It's a minus, so you need, well, you need it, I think, 7, because it's -1 for an axe.
Yeah,
oh, is it?
it's-
Oh, I see, I need a
yeah.
7. I forget the -1 for the axe.
You could add an edge and
I'm
hit.
not going to use an edge to hit a tank. Not worth it.
Yeah, so I mean, these hover tanks roll past you guys. They're starting to take stacking significant damage, but they are among you, which is giving those mechs time to catch up.
They're just so fast. They're so
I know.
fast.
I want to blink at the mechs next turn, don't worry about that.
If you guys are wondering why you keep seeing this strategy of tanks and vehicles holding you down while large mechs come at you, that's because that's the traditional Lyran strategy, and both Kenneth Cross and all of these bandits are all Lyran. So, at some
That's
point,
why
if
I
you
wanted to
ever...
slow this down with smoke, but apparently smoke does shit to modern stuff. So
Yeah, that's. I mean, they have giant sensors and lasers and
Plus
missiles that
the
travel 1 mile.
Plus the hover tanks, the
I mean, look, I'm
hover will push. the
just
smoke
saying.
away.
Last game, someone was complaining that I was using the same strategies over and over again, and I'm just like, they keep fighting in Lyran space, man. If they go to the Federated Suns, they're gonna get.
It's general tactics. Like my character's trying to not do what the normal freaking Draconis Combine do and challenge people to duels left and right.
Yeah, I mean, if they go to the Federated Suns, they're gonna end up facing a combined arms unit that's like artillery, infantry, vehicles, mechs, aerospace, total
Like we've been
fuck off
trying
hell
to
death.
do.
Yep. All right, so that's where we end for the night. Rad, thank you for joining us for this first session.
Yeah. Sorry I can't be here next week, but
Don't
you know
worry.
how it goes. So I'll be back week after.
You'll be back just in time to play with Lexi, the other person you've always wanted to play with.
Cool.
In fact, you played as Lexi once.
That's right. I've been Lexi. I've just never played with Lexi.
There's a very keen distinction.
There probably is.
Let's do some fast outros so our man Dave here can go to sleep. Sorry if you didn't win the second copy yet for second prize. Maybe Tech Roach will offer it again in the future, but don't harass them about it. We'll see. There will definitely be Battletech bingo at least in the future at some point when I get enough snarky comments ready. Speaking of snarky comments, there's an asshole named APGamingREAL. You can follow him at youtube.com/APGamingREAL to subscribe and do some shit where you watch videos. Like my new show, New Game Plus, or any of my other ongoing shows. Rad, why don't you tell us about your ongoing shows?
I do have a YouTube that you can go and check out. It has 25 whole followers, and I posted a video on it as recently as 2016. So please go there and enjoy the 8 minutes of content that I have. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care if you go see my YouTube. Funny enough, though, 3 out of the 4 videos are speed drawings of Dave's Star Wars character. So
Really?
yeah, you could go watch Coral be drawn on my YouTube. But yeah, that's it. I really enjoyed. Thanks for coming, Dave. It was fun playing. I feel a little bad. It's not a very role play heavy situation when you're doing
I don't really get
combats.
I don't really get to do my chops too much, but
right. Yeah, I feel you. But that's, I don't know. This game is feast or famine when it comes to the role play. I feel like when we're out of mech doing stuff, it comes at you 100 miles an hour, and when you're in it, it's a little sparse. It's a little Spartan in the role play department. I had fun. I don't know. I don't have a ton to say about this episode. I feel like it was a lot of setup, as some of our battle episodes tend to be. Because now that we run a bigger, heavier lance, it takes longer for the action really to pick up and get going. Because there's a lot of dead turns in the beginning where you just try to get across the map.
Positioning.
Yep. So it's a bummer that I was here to scratch the surface on the combat, and then next week I won't be here when you guys are probably mostly wrapping it up. But again, it's all good. So I actually like that there are the fast moving tanks, because it means stuff starts happening earlier and we don't have to plod across this big battlefield before we actually get to
I just wish you got to see me punch something and actually successfully melee hit.
Don't worry. He'll watch the video of it. He'll watch the VOD.
I will. I'll watch for
then
sure.
He'll leave a comment in the YouTube section about how much Sid sucks, just to bait some Sid viewers.
Of course.
That's my biggest and best detractor. I love it.
I came at Sid in your Discord, and somebody immediately jumped to his defense.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. So yeah, I'll be in the shadows trolling Sid from afar, but nonetheless trolling him as best I can from where I'm at.
Speaking of people who troll Sid, let's go ahead and talk to Sid.
Yeah, I do tend to troll myself quite often and get myself into a lot of hairy, interesting situation. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the good turnout we had tonight. It was a pretty good number of people watching. I'm glad somebody actually managed to win the bingos. And yeah, definitely, hopefully we'll do more stuff like that in the future. But I didn't see nearly enough retweets on Twitter and stuff like that. So if you guys want to see more bingo stuff, get more involved, help us out, help the show to grow. I mean, we live and die by your approval, and we do need that approval. Hopefully I'll be able to get back to making videos here probably Saturday or Sunday is when you can expect to see a video from me on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SidAlpha. In the meantime, don't forget to follow me, all the rest of the guys on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere else, and don't forget to leave likes and shares and follows if you haven't already. Thank you again for everyone. And Dave, always a pleasure. I regret that we never actually get to have a full campaign with each other. One of these days.
Oh yeah, no.
Figure that out.
We should definitely.
How do you feel about Star Trek, Dave? Oh wow, that was not
I'm okay with it.
That was not a positive reaction.
No, I was just trying to think of the last piece of Star Trek content that I actually consumed.
Deep Space
No,
Nine.
it was the one with the lady captain. I forget what it was
Janeway. It was called Voyager.
called. And the episode that I remember the most is when she and another person got turned into lizards, had sex, made lizard babies, and then got turned back into humans. And
Yeah,
they
I'm pretty
didn't
sure
know.
that was Tom Barris. Yeah.
That's the episode.
That's
that I
the episode
remember
that sticks out for you, not any of the really good ones, like when they get caught in a bottle black hole and have to escape by forming a Union
that's
fleet.
the thing. Like, there's.
Okay.
I had a roommate that watched a lot of that stuff, and you
No,
know,
that kind of episode seems like it would appeal to you. Lizard sex and all that.
I mean, it just stuck out. It was just so weird. It was like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah.
All right, as Sid said, we live or die. For some of us, that's actually true. I have a device attached to my heart. The popularity rating of my show keeps it ticking.
Oh shit.
The more dislikes I get on YouTube, the closer I get to imminent death. Speaking of people getting close to imminent death, let's talk to Pondothemad. I mean, technically, that's true of all of us, right? We're all slowly moving towards our
I
eventual
feel like
death.
you've learned from me, Arthur, how to do the most perfect segue, which is to just not.
Pondothemad. You can catch me on YouTube or Twitch Pondothemad, whichever.
We're gonna see some XCOM streams.
Maybe. As things start devolving to maybe having more time, because I've just been busy the past couple of weeks.
I know you haven't been play-by posting at all. It's super sad. I just want to blow these sharks up.
Waiting on people though. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
I want to save my student, blow these sharks up, and then confront Rad about the fact that he's very clearly using magic.
I did enjoy the whole. You're doing a great job at staying alive. Congratulations. I commend your cowardice.
Look, there's nothing wrong with cowardice.
No, I completely agree.
Pondo admitting he's a
the-
massive coward. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still alive, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm still alive too. Pondo, when you're not just staying alive and you're doing things other than staying alive, what do you do?
Stream. Occasionally record.
Pondo, come on, man. That was a soft serve. The correct
I
answer
already
should have
said
just been staying alive.
Go to
Staying alive.
Twitch/Pondothemad, whatever.
I know. Look, man, I was softballing you for some fucking Bee Gees. You can tell by the way I use my walk.
Ain't no.
There we go. We got him. It happened.
All right.
All right, look. Speaking of people who stay alive, let's talk to Englishmudkip.
I'm Englishmudkip. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch with all the associated name, as well as Steam, and I hang around at Office Discord. If you are at me, bro, just go there. I will always answer within a day or so if I'm up. But I'm a variety streamer on Twitch, and I'll be streaming Battletech tomorrow.
That's so weird.
Time. I won't play it anytime until the stream.
Very well.
Yeah, just follow me on Twitch and Twitter, and follow AP and all the others. They're all good guys, and I've been loving doing Battletech with every one of you.
Speaking of people who love things, let's talk to Dave.
Hello, Internet. It is me, Dave, the lover of things. It's a pleasure to be here as always. I just want to mention real quick, I did post this a while back on Arthur's channel, but we do have a new game coming up called New Meme Ultra Plus.
That's not a thing.
It does actually have SidAlpha in it. We did work out that he's going to be in this one.
That's not a thing.
Come on, it could have been a thing. Could have been a thing real good. But
that was a legitimate thing to
that
do.
on Discord.
Okay. I saw you post that on Discord. I was really confused.
Yeah, no, that was the point. That was supposed to be confusing. But yeah, no, it's good to finally get back and actually do some role playing again. I've been, really, really busy with real life and careers and all that sort of shit. Because, at a certain point, you're just going to have to go, well, I could continue streaming into the infinity and not really grow because Twitch is like having problems with that right now. Or I could go back and do a career.
Stop fucking killing my dreams, Dave. Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I got close to the sun.
This is happening to me over and
over.
over again, but I feel like you're Boromiring me when you get shot with the arrows over and over again.
Yeah. But I'll never give up the role-playing dream, honestly. I don't think I could ever separate myself from doing role-playing. I fell in love with it. So if you want to see more of that hot, sticky, gooey mess that me and Arthur create on a weekly basis now, go check out
That's not a thing that I do.
On Wednesday.
Dave might do that.
We collaborate and we create internet gooiness. So
No, Dave, stop. We might collaborate, but I need you to listen.
That's true.
Collaborate and listen. Good.
So that's on Wednesdays. So come back for that. That game is a lot of fun, actually. I'm super excited for it. The cast is all gentlemanly and beardly, and it's amazing. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. I'm gonna be real busy over the next coming months, though, because the studio that I run has got 10 games coming out until December. So we got way too much work going on for us, but that's pretty much me. Thank you, Arthur, for having me. I'll be back until we solve this whole Hans
next week. It's just next
story.
week. We're not doing the James Corp UK where we keep him coming for like 4 more weeks, and then Rad is like, "You sure we can't keep him for a week?" And I'm like, "He's not a fucking puppy, man."
James is good people, man. James is good people.
I know, but I can't keep him having guest starring on the show forever. I was like, we have to have a regular episode, guys.
Yeah. So
you have to let the guest stars go. You gotta let them go.
Sounds like I'll be around for 1 more week. So
1 more week.
Hold them to your butts.
We'll find out more about Hans Strasser. And look, there'll be significantly more combat in the next episode.
Hell yeah, maybe I'll get to punch someone and show you what
it'll all be at short range with really slow objects that aren't moving. Pondo will stand still for 3 rounds in a row. It'll be amazing.
It's gonna be great.
Speaking of things that stand still, time is not one of them, and our time is up. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Can't stay here.